I was born in Queens, New York in 1946. My father, Fred Trump, was a strict, hardworking man who built homes for the middle class. He taught me the fundamentals of construction and the value of a tough negotiation. I started my career by collecting rents in Brooklyn. Yeah, sure, here's the rent. But looking across the East River, I knew Queens wasn't enough. I wanted to make my mark on the Manhattan skyline. In the 1970s, New York City was near bankruptcy. People were leaving. But where others saw urban decay, I saw my first real opportunity. I negotiated a massive tax break with the city. How massive? The biggest you've ever seen. And bought the crumbling Commodore Hotel right next to Grand Central Station. I stripped it down to the steel, wrapped it in sleek glass, and opened the Grand Hyatt. The Trump name was finally on the map. In 1983, I opened Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. I wanted to build a monument to luxury, with its famous brass and pink marble atrium, that the whole world would recognize. It became an instant landmark. I wasn't just selling real estate anymore, I was building a brand. But the early 90s hit hard. The real estate market crashed. My Atlantic City casinos struggled under the weight of massive debt. I faced multiple corporate bankruptcies. The media said I was finished. But I negotiated with the banks, restructured the debt, and survived. By the late 90s, I shifted my strategy. It wasn't just about building anymore, it was about putting my name on everything. Golf courses, steaks, beauty pageants, and international towers. If you put the Trump name on a product, it represented wealth, and people bought it. We need to move forward on this. The time for delay is over. Yes, Mr. President, we agree. Millions tuned in just to hear me say two words. You're fired. I questioned the political establishment on television. The ratings were huge. Millions tuned in. America saw me as a decisive leader. I had talked about politics for decades, but by 2011, I started making real noise. I leaned into controversies and tested what resonated with voters. I wasn't a politician, but I knew exactly how to command the media's attention. June 16, 2015, I came down the golden escalator in Trump Tower. The pundits laughed and gave me a 1% chance. I didn't use a teleprompter. I spoke directly to the cameras. I announced I was running for president. But at my rallies, the crowds kept growing. I ran an unconventional campaign using social media to bypass traditional news. I defeated 16 seasoned politicians in the Republican primaries.
On November 8, 2016, against all political odds,
A real estate developer from Queens secured the Electoral College to become the 45th President of the United States.